Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a Q&A. So, I'm going to try to answer all these questions. To be honest with y'all, I probably won't. I did get some good questions. I got some crazy questions. I probably won't answer the crazy questions. That's a little private. But anyways, before we start off with this video, I want to show y'all a funny moment that happened in our church. So, I'm doing this new thing now, Talkback Chronicles. So, it's basically I'm gonna post a clip from a service, and I post either a funny moment that happened, like in our talkbacks, pretty much for like talking or whatever. Just a funny moment that happened. It could be crazy, could be random. It could just be not funny. I don't know. Something serious, like something y'all should learn, something that's just for fun. But yeah, I'm basically exposing myself. But enjoy this clip, and then we'll get started with the video.
You want to do that walk up? That's that one. 6, 1, 2, 3, or 6, 7, 1, 3. My fault. 6. Right here. The second time. I forgot. We ain't doing it. I could get it, and I just forgot about it. Oh. You want to do it? It's up to you. Right, we'll do it right
here. Let me give you some context. So, the bass player missed a hit, whatever, it happens. And basically, we just started laughing in that moment. Just because it was just like, I gave him that look as you saw in that video. It was pretty funny. But, I mean, here's now the teaching moment right there. At the beginning, I was just like, all right, we're not doing this again. Like, forget it. Nope. It sounds terrible. But then he was like, all right, I got it now. But it's up to you whether you want to do it. So I was like, okay. So I didn't think we were going to do it. But I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. And guess what? We got it this time. So there's a little teaching moment. Trust your band members. I don't care if it's just like 4 or 5 people or just like you and the drummer. I mean, it's just me, the bass player, and the drummer, and sometimes an organ player. But you just gotta learn to trust them. And from there, you give them confidence in yourself and them, as well as the band, and stay more locked in. So, I hope y'all enjoy that. And now let's get on with the questions. So, let me tell you some regular stuff about me. So, my name's Eric. I play piano. I'm 18 years old. And I live in Dinuba, California. Grew up in Oakland, and now in Dinuba, California. And I go to church in the Tabernacle Sanger in Árbol de Vida. So, now let's ask some questions. So, I got one right here. Is R going to be anonymous? I don't know how to say it. But, alright, here's the first question I got. What is your favorite passing chord? Or passing chords? That is a good question. So I love a lot of passing chords. One in particular has to be a 3-6-2. You go like that 3 half diminish, the 6, and then go to that 2. And from there, perfect. Anyway, so there you go. Here's one right. All right, now let me find another one. Oh, I got one. How long have you been playing piano for? So I've been playing piano for 5 years. And it was like September 2019. Around there, I want to say. That's when I had like a teacher. I had a teacher at my old church. He'll teach me the basic stuff. And then once COVID hit, that's when I went all by myself. So, or let me tell you this. So I started playing in 2019. I started playing for services in December. And then COVID hit around February, right? Yeah. And then from there, I learned everything on my own. So, yeah, 5 years. It's been a journey. If y'all look at my old videos on Instagram, that was not it. I think that was been like a year I've been playing. But yeah, a lot of growth takes time. So next question. How did your passion for music start? So I would say I've always loved music. I was playing drums back in the day, back in the old days. I don't know how old I was. I was just a little kid, and then I started playing saxophone in like elementary. It was like 4th or 5th grade, and I started playing saxophone. And that's like I've always loved music, but I never found an instrument where I really love like how I do with the piano, I guess. How much I love playing that piano compared to like other instruments, and just listening to it like before I was like whatever, like church. I mean I've always loved listening to it. Don't get me wrong, like listening to music, but I wouldn't pay attention to the little stuff. I guess like how I do now, trying to learn songs, and so that's yeah. Just ever since I played piano, like now, I just love music. But I played drums for a little bit. I can't play drums now. Don't ask me to play drums for your conference. That's not happening. I'll play key drums. I won't be that good though. But, and then I played saxophone. I haven't touched a saxophone in years. I played from 4th grade to, I stopped in 8th grade. So, like 5 years, 4 years. But yeah. Okay, here's one right here. What is your top 3 songs you love to play? That's a hard question. So I don't have a personal favorite song to play, but one of my favorites for sure gotta be Bless the Lord. That's probably my favorite one to play at church. It would be Bless the Lord, Our God Reigns, and a third one. Probably like the hymns. Hymns get me. Spanish, English, whatever. Like that's probably what those 3 are. Like Bless the Lord, like the Ty Tribbett one. That's crazy. And yeah, those probably gotta be my 3. I mean, they're not my favorite songs to play like all the time, you know. But like, at church for sure, like those 3 are my favorite. I don't have a personal favorite song, but yeah. So let's see what else we got. Oh, here's a good one. How do you get out of the intermediate rut? Tired of sounding the same. So I've been in that area before. Just I feel like I still am, to be honest with y'all. But what I do know is to get out of it, you gotta listen to other musicians. I feel like learning from other musicians is the best type of learning. Not on like YouTube, but like in person as well. Like connecting with other musicians that you gotta know, like, or that are better than you, that are worse than you, whatever it is. Because honestly, you can learn anything from anyone. You always got to be a student, no matter what. Like, every time I'm at a conference, you know, big conference, playing for like, or like playing with like well-known people, I guess, or just like good musicians, I've always tried to learn off of them. Like, I'll ask questions like, hey, what'd you play there? Or like, hey, what do you do in this situation? And just learning. And not only that, listen to the greats, like the great musicians. I'm talking like Mike Burrell, Paris Bowens, rip, rest in peace, that man. He was a GOAT. Who else? Kevin Bond, Aaron Lindsay. Like, you gotta listen to keyboardists that you look up to for sure, because their stuff is crazy. And if you try to transcribe it, try to understand where they get this idea from and learn how to apply it to your playing. So I think that would be a great start. Like, just connecting with musicians around like the same, like, what's the same level as you, maybe higher or lower, it doesn't really matter. But also listening to musicians that are like crazy good. I just gave you Mike Burrell, probably my favorite. Aaron Lindsay, Paris Bowens, Kevin Bond, who else? Gweno Gaskin, crazy people. So I recommend checking them out. But yeah, next question. How many instruments do you play? I play one instrument. Only piano. I mean, if you want to count organ and aux keys, it's really just one. Yeah, I play one. I saw a question too. How many instruments, or what instruments would you love to learn? I wish I knew how to play guitar, bass, and drums. I wish I knew how to shred, man. I really do. I wish I knew how to slap a bass, and I wish I knew how to do chops. I really do. But it's just piano. Only piano. But that's okay. Thoughts on Gibson. Thoughts on Glenn Gibson. That man is smacking. He's also someone you guys should listen to if you're trying to learn something new. It's that question earlier about that intermediate, stuck in that intermediate zone. Definitely listen to Glenn Gibson and try to learn something off of him. It's crazy. Stupid crazy. Golly. Alright. What's the reason why you offer time and effort for church? Because I love church. I grew up in church my whole life. That's really it. That's my life, and there's no other life I want to live. I love church. So, and pretty much being a servant to God, you know? This is what I love to do. I love playing piano for the Lord. And yeah, it's fun, and I love to give it all. It's not just me playing piano, whether it's taking out the trash, whatever it is, you know? I'm grateful. And that's probably the reason. I just love to do it. You should make a church tour. That'd be tough. I would do a church tour. It's nothing crazy, but I'll look into it. What in-ears do you use the most? All-time favorite. So my inner game is trash. Let me tell you. Let me just say it like this. Like, all my in-ears always break. So I've tried 3. It's Basin. It's from Amazon, BASN. And those were whatever, $50, nothing, or probably I think it was 30. It's 30, cheap. If you want cheap in-ears, Amazon's the way to go. Do I recommend them? No, sorry. If I get sponsored from them, nah, I won't. But it's just not it. At least the ones I got, they're $30. What do you expect? But yeah, they're cool, I guess. My pastor gave me some Shores 215s. They were dope. But I broke them. Like, I blew them out. I blew it out. Yeah, used it a lot, and yeah, now they're gone. And I got some KZs. Those were smacking. I had like a 5 driver. Those were $50 right there. And after that, it broke. It broke recently too. I was at a camp and I broke them. I was sad. I don't know how it blew out. Like, one ear doesn't even come out anymore. But yeah, so right now I'm rocking headphones. Some headphones we have at our church. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What is worship for you? It's real, genuine. You know, I like to pray a prayer every day, or yeah, not every day, but like when I'm playing for an event, I would say. When I'm playing for an event, I pray a specific prayer. You know, just like let my worship be true to God. You know, it's not about me. I may be doing all this, but it's not because I want to look good or like, oh, I know how to dance, which I don't. But my worship is from God, and I want Him to see that in my heart, that it's all to God. So that is worship for me, for sure. Just giving Him my praise. It doesn't even have to be playing piano. It's just me jumping. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But yeah, that's my worship to God. Okay, so how old was I when I first started learning? All right, so I started learning 2019, 18, it's 2024. Y'all guess that, and yeah, put that in the comments down below. So y'all can guess how old I was when I first started playing piano. How about that? You know, I want to see what y'all got to say about that. And let me put down in the comments, how old were you when you first started playing an instrument? It doesn't have to be piano, but anything. Are you married? No rings, no marriage. Are you an only child? Psh, I wish. No. So I'm the oldest. I have a younger brother and a younger sister. Yes, but I am not an only child, but I am the oldest child. That's right. That's right. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's the best thing about playing at church? Okay. The best thing is that who you get to do it for. Not for me. I could care less about the attention, but really it's all for God. You know, I love doing what I love for God. Playing skillfully. Another thing for sure is playing with your best friends. Like, it's different. It's okay. Let me tell y'all. It's different when you play with musicians that are like good, like crazy good musicians. but it's also different when you play, like very different when you play with your best friends. Like you'll feel more locked in. Like I've been in conferences where I've played with musicians like that are crazy good, but it didn't feel as locked in because like we don't have that relationship. I mean, these are like crazy goats right there. But I mean, the first time we play, but as we grow more, you know, you get better, you get more locked in. But with your best friends, it's something else. Like honestly, just being honest, like playing with your friends is something else. So y'all be ready for my vlog soon, cause I'm gonna be playing with my homies. So y'all stay tuned next week. About to be a movie, but definitely playing with your friends. It's fun. Here's a good one. This is a lot people really wanted to know. Would you ever be willing to teach how to play piano? Okay, guys, I am sorry to break it to you. I've gotten this question so many times in my DMs, and just in my comments, and even on here. I'm sorry, but I won't. I can't do online lessons. Maybe courses. I'll probably do courses. But as far as like Zoom classes, like learning how to, I can't do online teaching. That's what it is. Online teaching. I can't do in-person teaching. It's just too much. I'm sorry, but it's just not my thing. But I am willing to help you guys. Like if you guys had questions, if y'all saw me for a conference, whatever, if y'all have questions, I'll be more than happy to help you guys out and try to answer those questions for you. You know, as an MD, just a musician, whatever it is, you have a question on, I will answer them for sure. So, but I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry. How many years have you been playing piano for? Yeah, 5 years. Let's see. All right, someone said come to Oxnard. I'm down. I don't even know where that's at though. But like, try to get me for a conference in Oxnard. That'd be tough. That's gonna be a movie. Come to New York. Oh yeah, I want to go to New York. There was one that said come to New York. Give me a conference in New York and I'll be there. Lord's will though. Lord's will though. What to do if you don't know chords or do a spontaneous moment with no preparation? Okay, so I learned this. My church is straight spontaneous, so I've learned how to play spontaneously a lot. I love it. I love playing spontaneously. To me, that's the best moments in worship for sure. For me, at least, just playing like spontaneously. If it's just the singer and the piano player, I love it. I really do love it. So I guess what I would say, so normally I would play a certain progression, you know, knowing the environment, knowing the atmosphere. That's step one. You gotta know what atmosphere you're in. Every time when you're playing in a church, every atmosphere is different. Some services you're gonna get like a soft, happy, like you're about to sing like I'm coming back to the heart of worship. Or sometimes you're in there, I need thee, oh, I need thee, whatever it is. Or they'll start preaching, like pull out the all scratchy, screaming type of voice. And you just gotta know the atmosphere you're in. You know, if it's something dramatic, like for Spanish songs like Espíritu de Dios llena mi vida, like soft, whatever. But you just gotta know the environment. That's my point. And learn how to play that environment. You got to know what chords work with what. You know, putting yourself in that situation. So what I would like in my prayer time, I would play what I feel, you know, like in this moment, like in this room where like it's for God, you know, like, all right, what do I feel like? What am I struggling with typing it? And what is the progression that I could use to where it's like, okay, this fits, this is perfect, right? This is what the people need to hear, you know? That's one thing for sure. And just basically just practicing, because you got to learn how to do that on your own time. If you can't move yourself playing piano like in your prayer room, like how are you going to move a bunch of people? Like you got to learn how to be in that atmosphere of worship. It's anywhere. It could just be to yourself or to a whole congregation. But yeah, and as for like chords, you know, one thing, once you got that progression locked in, like sometimes singers would sing songs that are singing already in your progression. So you just stay there like 4, 5, 6, 3. If that's the atmosphere, that's what people need to hear, then just stay in that progression. If that singer is following that and she's singing off those chords, because it's off the melody builds the chords. From there, that's just you're good. Like you don't got to change anything up unless like you actually know the song, of course. But if you don't, like stay where you're at. That's really it. Hymns, however, you just gotta be ready to learn them. Like I've had moments where I just got kicked off because I didn't know the hymn, but that's okay. That's learning moments right there, and I'm very grateful for it. What made you play the keys? Okay, so the story, we came back from something from church. No, I don't know if it's church. And I saw we had a piano in my room, so it's funny because I was learning saxophone at that time, and my siblings were learning piano. They ended up learning it, so I was using it just because like I had a piano in my room or in my house already. It was in the living room, and I just started playing. And from there, it's like, oh, this is fun, yeah. And like, yeah, that's really it. It was just some random day at my house. How long did it take you to learn keys, and how many hours did you practice daily? How long did it take me? So I'm still learning, so forever. But hours, I would say at least an hour a day. But don't make that hour where it's like kind of lazy practice, like stuff you already know. But try to learn something new every day. So like learning the number system. All you gotta do is learn a number system. It doesn't have, if you can't learn the whole number system, try to learn something off the number system. Like what a 1 is, like where the 1 is, where the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, whatever. That's the simple part. Now there's like flat 7, sharp 4, 5/7 slash chords. But just start off something simple. But I would say an hour a day. Do connections matter for playing in conferences? Okay, this is a good question. So your first connection, it's obviously God. God gets me all the conferences. It's not people, I believe this is people that they put in God's heart. Or whoa, this is God putting them in people's heart, putting my name, I guess, in people's heart. My words, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. And from there, it's just like, I believe they're praying like, okay, who do you want at this conference? Like praying like, okay, who needs to hear this preacher? Like, and who the musicians, the worship leader, I believe they do all pray for that. You should be, but I do believe that. So like, if my name pops up, that's where it comes from. They know my name. It comes from like a pastor, from people. I mean, it's from my social media, I guess. Like my connections do come from social media. People, hey, I've seen your stuff on social media. I wonder if you could play for my conference. But it all comes from God at the end of the day. And people like to see you in that moment. So like for conferences, I've been blessed to play for many more, like because it all comes from my first one. So my first conference call was at a Spanish conference. My pastor was the one that recommended me. I played organ and ox. And then from there, there's more people that are watching. And so it kind of kept going. You got to learn how to be like a cool person, basically. Like it's not only just playing and then you dip, whatever, but you got to learn how to like be social. And let me tell you, for my first conference, I was not social. I can tell you, I really do remember. I did not meet anyone new at that conference besides the musicians and the singers, the lead singers. No, actually all the singers. But other than that, like I did not talk to a single person. Do I regret that? Yes. But like that was my first conference. I didn't know what I was doing. But I was lucky enough to where I got blessed to do another conference with those guys. And then from there, I kept going to more and more. And then I learned on my own, really. I really did learn on my own, but just learning how to be social. So I am an introvert, It's not I like to just like chill at home, do my thing. But you gotta learn how to be an extrovert. You really do gotta learn. Like, I'm not saying to be the most like craziest person ever, energetic, but no, just learn how to be just learn how to talk. Learn how to talk to people. Like don't be afraid to say hi, because people are watching you. People are watching you no matter what. You'd be surprised who's watching you. So it's important to learn how to like talk to people, communicate, But yeah, I would say connections do matter, but all the connections do come from God. Favorite pianist? I don't have one, I'm sorry. There's too much. The people I named earlier, those are probably the top ones for sure, but not my favorite. I don't think I have a favorite. Maybe I will eventually. I don't know. Was it difficult for you when you first started using sounds on your laptop? Heck yeah. Definitely, 100%. You know why? Because my laptop is not the greatest. I got this laptop before I was even into music, so the gigs are not great at all. And so there's been times where I have crashed out on my laptop. It's crashed completely, and yeah, it was tough. But like honestly, I found a way to like okay, where I can use it where it's usable, you know. But yes, I would say it was hard. Try to figure out like I was doing a lot of research on it, struggling a lot, but it's whatever, I guess. I'll make enough money soon to where I could buy a new laptop and I'll do a review. Trust. Alright. Why do musicians end on the 561? Ba-da-na. Alright, simple. It's churchy. That's really all. I mean, very very commonly used. But it sounds good. I don't know. It's very common. I do it all the time. What is the best P16 setup to record? Get your P16. I would say get your mix stereo. My mix is not stereo. Just get a stereo, but you gotta learn how to have a good mix. Learn your volumes, panning. If you're running stereo, panning your stuff. At least mess with the EQs a bit for sure. I'd recommend. That would be the probably best P16 setup. But get a good iRig. I don't have a great iRig. Just the first one, but that's the way I have mine set up is like just starting off. But like as you get better, get like an iRig Stream, whatever. I don't know. I haven't done much research. But yeah, that's probably the best mix you'll get. What are your hobbies aside playing piano or playing instruments? Greetings from Philippines. God bless. Whoa. We got Philippines in the house. Thank you so much. My hobbies. So I'm trying to learn how to start reading more now. Definitely. Reading my Bible. Well, but like reading other books. So I hate reading back in the day. I hated reading. But yeah, I would say that. Sports, I love sports. Soccer is my favorite sport. I don't play it as often as I used to, but I do love sports. Music, obviously. Producing, arranging, all that stuff. Singing's cool. It's whatever. Not my thing. But yeah, I would say that. Okay. Yamaha or Nord? Yamaha all day. I grew up playing Yamaha. My first keyboard I played at church, Yamaha. The piano I play at my church now, Yamaha. I played on a Nord keyboard. It's not my favorite. I think it's because I played on the Nord Electro, and I don't like playing Nord Electros for services. That's more for like an organ thing, not really piano. But I gotta go Yamaha. I do love the Nord though. I really do love their pianos. What did you do to get gigs? That was all God-given right there. Your timing will come eventually. Eventually, everyone will get a gig, and you'll get opportunities. I was blessed to have my opportunity a couple of years ago, and from there, I've been blessed to do more and more and more, and I'm extremely grateful for that. What did I do? I didn't do much, to be honest. I stayed faithful. Okay, let me tell you this. Stay faithful at your church. So it all starts off with a small thing. My pastor was the one that got me to play at my first ever conference. It was a Spanish conference. I told you that. But staying faithful at your church, being on time for your rehearsals, playing for services with excellence. It's not even just playing, but like just being a servant. Like the people that do conferences want people that will serve. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be just playing piano. Like no, like there's gonna be things where it's like, hey, can you come help us with the chairs? You better go help with those chairs. But just being a willing vessel, that's really big for me. Always being a willing vessel, whatever it is. If they need something, try to help them out. But yeah, I didn't do much. Honestly, I was just faithful at my church. That's really it. Just stay faithful and your time will come. I promise you. Are you playing when they're preaching? If so, what notes do you play? Okay, so normally I play till they're done praying after they read the Bible. As far as what notes do I play? I normally play in the key that I was already in for the last song, unless the preacher's like, hey, put me in this key. All right. But I normally just play like the key that I'm already in. Doesn't really matter. I'm in the background, so a lot less is going on, so I'll turn down my volume. But if they're trying to take it to church now, then I'll turn myself up, you know, just me and the piano right now. Or if they have an organ player, you have an organ player, just let the organ do it. Find his key first. If he's singing in a key, find it, and I'll just follow it. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. How much time do you spend practicing the piano? Oh, I said earlier 1 hour, but me, I'm like all day. That's all I do. I'm trying to make this my life, so this is what you gotta do. Did you always know you wanted to be a piano player? No. So I didn't grow up playing at church. I started playing when I was like 12 or 13. I don't know. Maybe 14. But what I do know is that no, I wasn't in music at those times. I remember being an iPad kid. I would sleep during services when I was little, right? I had the iPad, would be hanging out with my friends in the back. Yeah, did I get in trouble? Heck yeah. But yeah, I didn't think I would be a piano player. I wouldn't have never thought I would be here today. But yeah. Do you like Mexico? You speak Spanish? So I do love Mexico. I've been to Mexico like a couple times. I've mainly been to Mazatlan, Sinaloa, been to Tijuana. I think I've been to Ensenada as well. Do I speak Spanish? A little bit. I know I play at a lot of Spanish conference. I mainly play at Spanish conferences and English, but like Spanish as well. But I don't speak Spanish. I speak English, and I can try to get away with Spanish. My Spanish is not the best, but I do try to speak Spanish, and I should more. But yeah. How did you learn to play piano so well? Teacher, YouTube. So I had a teacher until COVID, and then after that I moved, and all YouTube University all the way, YouTube University. Oh, here's a good one. What has been driving you to keep pursuing your musical gifts and serving God? So, pretty sure I said this. My gift does come from God, and I want to give him my all. You know, I'm a willing servant. I'm a willing vessel. So I just love to do it's all passion, really. Like, I love to do this. I love God. I love Jesus. Something. I don't know that music. But I do love Jesus. It's really just, what's it called? It's all love. Like, I love to do this. My passion. And this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's always driving me to get better. There has been times where I've been down, you know, but honestly, like, gosh, has been too good. Amen. Coming down, amen. But yeah. Let's see. Next question. Where do you get your sounds that you use on your piano? So I'm assuming from the vlog, most of my sounds are from my Yamaha board, my Yamaha montage, and you just learn how to be familiar with a board. Like, I played Yamaha ever since I first started playing an instrument, and so first started learning piano, or like playing for church, really, all Yamaha, really. So I've just been so familiar with that. So just all my sounds normally Yamaha. On Omnisphere and MK Sensation though, like, I've taken a lot of time trying to figure out what sounds good, and just basically like just doing my research, always doing my research on it. But yeah, how many likes for part 2? I don't know if I'll do a part 2 soon, but for sure when I hit more subscribers, I will do another one. But other than that, all right, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this Q&A. And now next week though, I will be posting some vlogs with my homies. So it's gonna be pretty fun, and y'all gonna want to stay tuned to that. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notifications on the bell, and enjoy the video. Wait. hit the notifications on the bell, and thank y'all for watching so much. Thank y'all for watching so much. That doesn't even make sense. And thank y'all for watching. Now stay blessed. Laters.